It's your boy T8Y back with another NBA video for you guys today. So, as we all know, James Harden got traded to the Clippers. I don't think it was a good trade. PJ Tucker came along with him. I think the Sixers could have used PJ Tucker, but you know, they want to get the best. And James Harden wasn't in a good situation out there in Philly, so they had to get rid of him, right? However they needed to do it, they did it. So now, moving forward. But before we begin, you already know, smash that like button. Let me get a share. Subscribe. It don't cost you nothing. Zip zero. Don't be stingy. Like how Jay-Z said it, stingy with the Neros. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. Let me get a subscribe, man. See, I'm moving up in this world. I'm trying to do the best I could do. But yeah, let's get back into this. So, we all know James Harden got traded to the Clippers. Now his first game is against New York and MSG. Now we all thought he was gonna go crazy. I thought he was gonna go crazy. I mean, you got out of the situation. I mean, he didn't have a bad game, right? But I just thought he was gonna go crazy just because it's MSG. You in MSG, right? But he had 17 points, a handful of assists. There you go, right there. 9 points, 4 for 5, 3 assists, 3 rebounds in the first half alone. I think that's pretty decent. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty dope. I think that's pretty decent. I think they didn't play so good that night. They lost to the Knicks, which kind of sucks, right? You got four players that could give you 40. You got 4 players that could give you 40 on the Clippers, and you know, I mean, you want it to work out the best way you know how, even if that means doing what needs to be done. Everyone scoring about 10-15 points. That should equal up to a win every night. Even if everybody hit 20 points, right? That should equal up a win every night. But I'm gonna be honest with you, especially with James Harden saying he is not a system player, he is the system. Don't set right with me, right? Let me explain to you why. So James Harden in the last couple of years been on what, 3 teams? The Rockets, Brooklyn, the Nets, Philly, and now he's with the Clippers. It ain't work with none of them teams, which means he did have a pretty good team out there in Brooklyn with KD and Kyrie. He did have a big man that he'd been asking to have in Joel Embiid out in Philly, and it didn't work out. So what makes you think it's gonna work out with this team? It's not. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not. They're gonna lose a handful of games. Kawhi, which it is Kawhi's team, he's gonna get upset. Then we're gonna see more trading to happen. James Harden is a ball dominant player. We all know that. We know this. He's ball dominant. He needs the ball in his hand to make plays, to make things happen. Right? But what happens when you have 2-3 other ball dominant players on that same team? Who's gonna have the ball in their hands the coming final seconds? in the fourth quarter when it's about 3-4 minutes left, who's gonna have the balls in their hand? I'll put my money on Kawhi before James Harden. I'll put my money on Paul George before James Harden. And it's not a mystery. We've seen him on 76ers. He choked in the playoffs. He choked. Him and Embiid. They choked. The MVP of the league. Choked. Right? So why would you... Right? It doesn't really make much sense. He did have some amazing plays. I mean, for the Clippers. Couple assists. We just seen an assist here with Zubac. You know what I mean? Something that we see him do all the time. Get people involved. He had 17 points, but I don't think it's gonna work. James Harden is a selfish player. When you got Kawhi, this is a good pass here to Westbrook from the knockdown to three, and Westbrook don't shoot a lot of threes, so it's interesting to see how it's gonna shape out. But Westbrook doesn't play defense. James Harden doesn't play defense. So who's gonna, on the defensive side of things, how is it going to work? What are they gonna play? Are they gonna go to zone? We're gonna take it back to high school, college days and play zone? Doubt it. Right? Well, we gonna a box and one? Doubt it. You know what I mean? Is so in a basketball game is 10 players on the court, 5 for each side. In the NBA, everyone has their role. Rather you're a rebounding center, rather you're a scorer, you're gonna be scoring most of the times. But either or, you have to play defense, right? Can we honestly say James Harden played defense? Can we honestly say Westbrook plays defense? We know Paul George played defense before and after his fucking injury. We know he plays defense. We know Kawhi plays defense. And that's why it has a slim chance of working, because of Paul George and Kawhi. I think Paul George and Kawhi should have went out and got somebody, got a center that could go out and get their hands dirty, because they don't need Harden. They don't need another Westbrook. That's all Harden is, another Westbrook. He's just a better scorer. Westbrook is getting old, so he don't have that much explosives in him. But it's interesting to see. I am dying to find out. Game 1, they lost against the Knicks. Knicks is a pretty good team, man. I'm from New York. Knicks is a pretty good team. But let me know how you guys feel about the situation. Let me know if you see the Clippers going past the second round in the West. Nah, I don't see it. I don't see a good future for this team. I think they're gonna eventually break that up. They're gonna break it up. I don't think this year, maybe, because they want to try it out. But it's gonna be like that Brooklyn team. Everyone's hype about it. Oh, it's gonna work, and then the captain of the team is gonna start. Nah, this is not gonna work. But everyone wants to create a super team, but not understanding how each player plays a different role in that super team. So let's talk about Miami and LeBron James, the Wade, Bosh, that team, right? Everyone said it wasn't gonna work because LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. But Dwayne Wade is not a ball-dominant player. He don't need the ball in his hand to be effective. And he learned to play with LeBron. LeBron, yes, a ball-dominant player. He makes plays. He dishes out assists. Then you had Ray Allen. Then you had Chris Bosh in his prime. That was a good team. The only person that was ball dominant was LeBron. They allowed LeBron to be ball dominant, and everyone ate. Let's go to Golden State. KD's not ball dominant. He's a scorer. Don't get me wrong. He's gonna put points on you, but he's not ball dominant. He doesn't make plays and give you assists. He doesn't do that. Right? So he was able to come off picks, and imagine 3 shooters on the team. So yeah, that team worked. Right? Let's think of another super team. Let's go with Boston Celtics when Paul Pierce, I don't know if you guys remember, but Paul Pierce kept KG, Ray Allen, who they had? I think they had somebody else, one more person. The only person that was ball dominant was Paul Pierce, but he's a scoring guard. He was scoring. I won't really call it ball dominant, but it worked. Right? It has to be some kind of balance. You just can't have 3-4 scorers on the same team that's ball dominant and think it's gonna work. It's not, because someone gotta play defense. Someone's gonna lack on defense, so which means they should make it up on offense, but you know, I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. It's your boy T to the A to the Y.